guys, if you didn't know, this is Alex with Sherpa Equipment Company. They make some awesome roof racks, and you know, they have an awesome race team as well.
Yeah.
So Alex, man, tell us a little bit about, you know, how you guys got into this.
Yeah, so I actually met Will through Toyotas and wheeling and stuff, and he actually introduced me to the whole racing thing because his family was into it, and we would come out and shoot media out here. And so he was the first person to bring me out to King of the Hammers, and kind of just got sucked into it. And then once we kicked off the business and started doing more stuff in the motorsports realm, it kind of gave us a gateway to get into the whole racing thing. And it's no better way to test our products than to throw it on a race truck and beat the crap out of them. So.
No, man, that's awesome. Yeah, man, I see you guys passionate out here, and you know, the same show for your company, man. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, dude, you know, take us from the front to the rear of you know, your 4th gen here.
All right.
I myself am super biased to 4th gens, as you guys know. So you know, it's super cool to see this one racing, especially the V8, man.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Awesome.
All right, Alex, dude, so take us through the front of this thing, man. I know you've made, you know, a lot of big changes this year. You know, let's talk about them.
Yeah, so this is a 2004 V8 4Runner. This thing is mostly stock drivetrain-wise, so we have the factory 4.7 in here, and then we have the factory transmission, and then a FJ Cruiser T-case. So for the most part, we tried to keep as much Toyota as we could, just for the reliability.
Yeah, nice, smart.
But the things that we did change are obviously the suspension. So the most notable thing on the front underneath here is the Marlin Crawler RCLT kit, which is their rock crawling IFS suspension.
Right.
So really good ground clearance. It's a really beefy kit. It allows you to push your tire forward, so it gives you more clearance without having to cut your body, which is really important for the 4600 class, because you're not really supposed to get into cutting much, so you can't tub your firewall like most people do to fit big tires, so it's helped us a lot.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. You know, with that beefy fabricated spindle, you know, I'm sure that, you know, makes a huge difference. And, you know, for the V8, it's mostly stock.
Yep, we have an air intake on it from HPS, but for the most part, the motor's stock. On the front here, we have an addicted off-road front bumper, super high clearance. It's a beefy setup, and we have it tied into our engine cage. So we can do really hard winch pulls off of it. If we need to nerf someone or help someone get up some rocks by pushing on them, we're not going to have any issues with bending or anything like that. So that's nice. In there is a Warren winch. Warren winches are top of the line winches.
No, dude.
You can't cheap out on recovery equipment, and they make some of the best. So we made sure to get a Warren winch on there. And then Factor 55 for our hook and fair lead. They make some of the best recovery equipment as well, and they're actually working together now, so it's awesome to see two great companies come
that's
together.
Awesome, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited to hear this thing out in the desert, dude. I saw some videos of it. I haven't heard it in person yet.
Something that's quiet when it's at idle, so you can hear around pits, people aren't yelling, and things aren't getting lost in communication. So having a quiet idle is awesome, but as soon as you open it up, it just sounds awesome.
Yeah,
so.
No, man, it sounds rowdy. Well, cool, man. Let's go back here and you know, see what you got going on. I see you have the PRP seats.
Yep. Yeah, you guys helped us out a lot with the PRP seats. We're super stoked on these. These are their alphas, so they're a little bit more of an aggressive seat. They hold you really tight, which is what you need when you're bouncing around in the desert. And then we also did the PRP harnesses. Super comfy. These ones are designed around the neck restraints that we have to run for racing, so you don't have to worry about the pads getting bulged up on your neck restraint device. Yeah.
You guys notice a difference with the seats over the previous seats that, you know, weren't as aggressive?
Yeah, you definitely don't have to fight yourself as much. Your torso doesn't get as sore, your back doesn't get as tired. So it's nice having a seat that really retains you and keeps you in the place you need to be. So.
Yeah, nice, man. Dude, this dash is pretty sick as well, man. So you have 2 Lawrences in here.
Yep, 2 low-range GPSs. This is the main one for co-driver for navigation purposes, and we always go out and pre-run so you can mark all the gotchas out on course, or if there's anything notable, you can get a readout and make sure that you're driving the best you can. And then the other side we're using as a GPS speedometer. We have a trip odometer on there, and if you're in heavy dust, it's nice to be able to glance in reference to make sure you're on, the, right, on the right path.
Nice. With the rugged radios as well?
Rugged radios. We have a rugged intercom with a Kenwood radio. Works great. It allows us to communicate with each other. So that's awesome to have.
Nice, dude. Awesome, man. This thing looks like a beefy unit for sure.
Sure is.
So let's talk about this axle. This, I can't help but notice this.
Yeah, so this is a Ford 9-inch. This comes, so it's a Ford 9-inch. It's set up to be a Ford 9-inch, but this axle comes from Trail Gear. It's their fabbed housing kit. So you buy it. It comes with all the components you need to slap it together. It comes with Willwood brakes, and then for internals, we're running all Yukon parts. So it's a Yukon gear and axle dropout with 486 gears in the rear. We're pairing that with 488s in the front, so there's a little bit of discrepancy, but it's not noticeable enough.
Wow, so the front and the rear they're
slightly different
gears?
gear ratios, yeah. But that .02 isn't going to make a difference, especially when you're out on dirt. And then the rear has a spool in it, so it's just always locked. And then the front has an ARB selectable locker in there. So we can lock and unlock the front, so if we need more turning angle, or we just want to make sure we're not putting more wear on the front end than we need to, we can keep it unlocked. And
that makes the front, a lot stronger as well.
Yeah.
Because the ARB, the ARB unit is a lot.
Yeah, the carrier itself is a lot beefier.
Than stock.
And it's nice too with the air, it's immediate. So as soon as I want to engage that locker, it's going to be engaged, and as soon as I want to disengage it, it's going to come right off as soon as you get the pressure out of there. So.
Nice, yeah. I've one of my Fortune as well, and I'm always, kind of scared to use it.
Yeah,
but,
people get shied away.
When you need it, man,
it works
makes a huge difference. So, is this a full float rear axle?
Yep, full float axle with Dana 60 hubs on the factory bolt pattern.
Awesome,
so
man.
It's been working really well. And then we did a custom 4-link for it. We're running 14-inch shocks, and then some 2-inch by 2-inch hydro bumps.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'm excited to see you guys out there, Alex. And
absolutely.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
And
We're
then
excited
watching
to
you
go
guys.
rip.